You have to do the work. If you are helping yourself, people will help you.
I'm curious, when you hear the word networking, how do you define that? What does that mean to you?
Well, first, I think we should start by saying that doesn't networking feel gross to everybody? I try to, when I get those feelings, like a lot of people do, tell myself that I'm not networking, I'm building relationships, or even better, I'm meeting a new friend, or I'm helping someone.
When you think of like good networking versus bad networking, what comes to mind?
I get a lot of bad networking, which is, hey, I need a job, can you help me? I think that's bad networking, where people just they skip over being themselves, being a person, getting to know you, and they go right to the ask. You want a job? Write a great email and attach that resume. Don't come to me and say, I don't know what to do. You have to do the work. If you are helping yourself, people will help you.
What happens when an Instagram tanks or you send that DM and somebody doesn't respond? How do you deal with that?
Getting rejection isn't a reflection on your worth. You can nail a job interview and not get the job. You can have the best date of your life and not marry that joker. Doesn't mean that you're less than. It just means that it didn't work out. For me, as a creator, I look at that stuff and I'm like, what worked, what didn't? Let me try it again. Let me tweak. Let me try it a little differently. There's a million things you could think your way out of a job, but instead think your way into the job. What can you do for them? And start there. And then a mantra I coach people on all the time is, before an interview, you tell yourself, they would be lucky to hire me.
For the introverts in the room, what sort of advice would you give to them when it comes to networking, since it can feel like death, as you said?
I know it sounds corny. Practice. Really, everything gets better the more you do it. And also remembering, it's not networking, it's meeting a new friend, it's helping someone. That reframe also helps too.
What do you think is one underrated way to build relationships that actually last?
Being yourself. Because if you are yourself, then you're gonna attract the right people.
When we think about sort of the rules of networking, right, do you think there are some that women in particular should feel free to break? Like, should I cold email the CEO if I'm an assistant? If I'm an assistant?
I used to get in the elevator with the CEO, so maybe you're asking the wrong person. Why not?
Why not?
Why wouldn't you cold email the CEO? Maybe the only reason is you don't want to embarrass yourself? Who cares? It's the worst that can happen. Put yourself in the CEO's shoes. They're going to think, look at that girl. She's got moxie.
Yeah.
When I quit my corporate job, I said to the president, I have a dream. If I don't do it now, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. He sat back in his chair. He looked at me and he said, you sure got moxie. I was like, that's literally all I had. I didn't have a business plan. Literally.
Okay, so forward thinking, when we think about rewriting the rules of networking for 2025 and beyond, what would your first rule be?
Do it. Just do it. Create a vision, do it anyways, and give. The more you give, the more you get.
Anna Papalia, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks.